All right, everybody. We are back for part 2 of today's stream. Let's see how our heroes get out of this one. Um, so we leave, or we left Helena and Ikali having just dived into this courthouse, breaking the door to get in as massive claws descend upon them, narrowly missing them. And I think as you hear sort of like the sound of massive wings beating around you, Ikali kind of whispers to you, maybe we stay here until we hear it go somewhere else. That might be
Yeah,
a good plan.
I think maybe we stay here until we hear it go somewhere else.
Let's stay here until we hear it go somewhere else.
Yeah, like you're thinking, Ikali, maybe we find a backgammon set or something.
Sure, yes. At this point, we go over to Kal, who's been at the Eye of the Storm, planning this whole time. How's this going? The order of the day seems to be: if we get this bird down, how do we keep it down?
Yeah. And I think our best bet that we've come up with thus far is finding our friend Maisie and her cohort, and maybe Tarok and his strong boys, and grappling the thing.
Okay.
Unless anybody has a better idea, I'm all ears for Satus when you need him.
Everyone kind of slightly shakes their heads, and Harriet goes, no, I think that this is about... Look, it's better than the 20,000 rats. Or the 5,000, however many rats it was.
It was 20.
It was 20,000. It was 20,000. Yeah.
Yes, all right.
Very important.
I'm sold. So, where to first?
Okay. I think to Maisie, because we need the grappling hooks more than we need the strong guys.
You see as Maeve does a series of quick hand gestures and then goes up to the door and hits a series of switches around it. And a moment later, there is the... Why is it not sounding? There we go. The sound of that as Maeve goes, all right, Cloudfall, home of the snow leopards. Good luck.
Thank you.
Grima goes, you want company, or do you want, like, what do you want us to do while you're picking up folks?
Yeah, I think company would be good, unless you want to go get Tarok while I try to get Maisie.
Sure. I can see how that goes. You mind?
Okay.
Maeve sort of goes, no, please, have at it.
Okay.
Harriet goes, well, I'm not just sitting around. I'll come with you, Calistoga.
Oh, thank you. We can get to know each other a little bit better.
Yes.
Volt? Or actually, should I leave Volt with me?
I was going to say, do you want to take Volt with you?
No, let's leave Volt with Maeve. Because,
Maeve will love that.
yeah. she loves Volt. Come on.
She loves dragons.
Yeah, who doesn't love him? Don't steal any of his blood.
That's it, Cal.
Yeah.
I would never, as she hastily puts down a syringe that he was holding behind her back.
Well done, Cal. Good mummy.
Thank you. All right. Let's go find the snow leopards.
Okay. A moment later, you push through the door and find yourself back in the alpine town of Cloudfall on the foot of Mount Firmament. And you and Harriet step out and go, all right. So we're very high up in the air, and there's people here who own snow leopards, who are snow leopards. Who exactly are we recruiting?
It's sort of like a sports team, They call themselves the Snow Leopards, but they're a cadre, if you will, of
right. Okay, let's go. Let's start
climbers.
Walking. Starts walking in the wrong direction.
No. Let's go this way.
Sure. All right. Let's go that way then.
Yes. Great. We climbed that mountain, by the way.
Yes. Very impressive. Sorry,
Yes,
sorry.
okay.
I realize
Utter-
that actually is a very impressive thing. I'm just a little on edge.
Yeah, it's okay. And our friend Maisie, who we found, she got turned to stone, and Helena had to carry her up most of the mountain. It was very
But
impressive.
that's jolly unfair.
She's.
Why did Helena have to do that? Why didn't you take turns carrying the stone friend?
Have you seen her compared to us?
This potentially
I
have
guess you've never
magic?
met Satus, but yeah, but I don't have like carrying a person
That
magic.
seems like something that you should have. You should have you should have better magic. You should improve your magic.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll consider it.
Great. All right, wonderful.
Great. Um, but yes, we want to find this tavern, I think.
20 minutes
Where they
later,
all
you arrive at the Leopard's Den, this sort of
the
the
leopard's
lodge
den.
hall
Yes,
on the other side of the river. Um,
that's
and
right.
as you step in, you find it very much as you left it. Kind of, it's about 70 people, mostly big burly dudes, a couple of big burly ladies and ladies, just kind of, hanging around, a lot of like arm wrestling, a lot of, like beer clinking and chugging. There's sort of this like big counter with this dude that has like all kinds of like alpine equipment. And as you are stepping around, a figure steps up from a table, and you see the familiar gigantic shape of Lauren Whitespring, the Goliath woman that is in charge of the snow leopards, with her big piercing
Yeah.
purple eyes, stand up and go, "Well, I'll be damned all over again. It's you. What brings you back to our little lodge?"
It is me, and I'm so glad you asked. The end of the world brings me back here. Not to sound dramatic, but if you haven't been paying attention, it's
Drillian, no music. And, this guy who'd been kind of like going
yeah.
at it with like a mandolin and a cornet stops. And she's like, "Everybody shut the fuck up." Okay, what is
Okay.
happening?
Okay, so to sum up, there are these three harbinger monsters that are attacking different cities in the land.
Okay.
And we need help bringing them down. And I'm very sorry to put this on you, but you are the first people that I thought of who might be good at grappling a very big creature. And
No, of course. I mean,
uh,
when you think of people that are good at getting into high places, who else would you think of but the snow leopards? And, like the entire room is like,
yes, yeah,
"Ah!"
yeah. Huzzah, huzzah, indeed. But yes, so it would be very much appreciated if you all would come with me now to the city of Long Branch.
Long
In
Branch. That's 3 months of travel. Easy.
Fun fact, it's not. I can get you there in 20 minutes. So, I hate to put this on you, but
You keep
time is
saying that.
quite.
Okay, where are your other two companions? And who is this tightly wound woman that you seem to have acquired?
This is Harriet, Helena's
whose
beloved.
eyebrow rises quite a bit at that
Yeah.
description. But to be
Yes,
fair,
yes.
she is standing there, her shoulders slightly hunched, her arms crossed, her foot aggressively tapping.
Yes. This is Harriet. This is Helena's beloved.
It is a pleasure to
Helena,
make your acquaintance.
very nice, Harriet. Helena is, she is in Long Branch. She's just, on a slightly different mission than I am at the moment, and, is totally fine. Cal looks at Harriet.
Yes, she's quite fine. Very good.
Yeah. Yes. And Satus, unfortunately, we got separated from, but we are optimistic that we will be reunited with him soon as well.
Okay.
Any other questions that I can answer?
So, okay, so this is, your travel. You want us to travel to Long Branch and then help you sort of get on top of this bird, bring it down, sort of a thing?
Well, we're hoping we can get the bird down.
And then you need people to
and
hold it down.
exactly.
And who better but the
And
people that really know how to handle rope? All right, I see the
exactly.
logic.
Okay.
Great.
Great.
He'll, glance over his shoulder at another person that you recognize, sort of one of the elves that was around here the last time that you were here. And Lauren will go, what do you think, Valen? It's a rush job, like all this engagement. We'd probably need at least, what do you think, 60, call it 70 hands, gear rentals for all of that, roaming charges for being outside of our usual area of service. What do you think? Call it, the forefront with Maisie's. She'll be thrilled that they're back. Call it 35,000 gold and we're there. We're only asking for half of it up front. Happy to do cash on demand upon completion of the task. How does that sound? Does that not sound reasonable? And everyone around is like, yeah, reasonable!
It is reasonable. However,
great.
I do not.
He will slap you across your shoulders as he goes, terrific. So, if you will come this way, I'll introduce you to our accountant.
So, this is the thing, my friends.
Somewhere from across the ether, Helena is alarmed.
My friends.
Why are you saying that? What is the strange affectation that you just took on?
Nothing. Never mind. Here's the thing. I don't have any money. I'm asking you to do this.
He stops.
Yeah. I am asking you to do this out of the goodness of your hearts and to literally save the world. And once we save the world, we can see about getting you compensated. But I can't give you anything now, but I am appealing to your better natures. God, I wish Satus were here.
At which point Harriet will go, plus, if you do this, then, all those rumors about you all being cowards, that'll be taken care of. At this point, Emma, roll me persuasion with advantage.
Okay. Persuasion with advantage. I believe that is a 16.
Lauren will sort of go, I see your... Okay, I understand that you are... Well, but you're... I'm so sorry. Who is saying that we are cowards? And Harriet will just kind of go, I mean, before... it's just a known fact out in that corner of Eldria. Before Calistoga told me where we were coming, she said that it was this very talented Alpine group. But then as soon as she mentioned the name Snow Leopard, I went, oh, really? The known cowards? The Snow Leopards? That's the people that you want to recruit? And Lauren is just going, nobody has ever said that the Snow Leopards are cowards. We are not cowards. No, right, guys? And everyone is like, not cowards! Ah! And he's like, she's sort of going, if you people think that you can keep us outside of this bird-killing expedition just to call us cowards, you're dead wrong. Everybody, grab your hooks, grab your ropes, be ready to go in 20 minutes.
Huzzah! Thank you, Harriet.
You're quite welcome. Anything to speed this up.
Tell me about it.
At this point, Cal, you feel a tug on your sleeve. And as you turn around, you see the figure of Maisie, who's gotten, who's grown a bit more tan and a bit more muscular since you've last seen her. And unlike the last time that you saw her, she is now wearing one of the necklaces that all the snow leopards have with 4 fangs on it. As she punches you in the shoulder and goes, "What the fuck? You don't call, you don't write, and all of a sudden you show up with an apocalypse? What the hell, man?"
You know what? That is fair. Valid. I'm bad at keeping in
Oh,
touch.
fuck that. Come here. And she'll, like, give you, like, a big hug.
Yay.
It's so fucking good to see you, man.
It's
Ah.
so good to see you too.
How are Satus and Helena?
Ah.
Okay, sure. How are
Yeah.
the, you know what?
Oh, well, one at least is very good.
This is
The other two, I
upsetting
don't know.
conversation so far, Kal.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah. That's why I'm here.
All right, here.
To make.
Come with me and, like, let me grab my gear and let's get ready to head out.
Okay, that sounds great. This is Harriet.
And now, much more warmly, Harriet will sort of go, pleasure. I've heard a lot about you. Yeah, nice
Yes.
to meet you. All right, let's get going. Let's get in gear.
Yeah, let's do it. Can I help carry something?
Meanwhile, back in Long Branch, it's been about
Okay.
an hour at the courthouse, and although you haven't heard much, you have also not seen the bird flying away. Ikali sort of goes, I'm not sure what to make of this. Maybe it went away and we didn't notice. Maybe it's waiting right on top of courthouse.
Why would it wait on the top of the courthouse? There are other people, there are other things for it to do. Why would it care about two tiny little people who are only the size of several rats?
You are wearing very distinctive sword on your back, Helena. Maybe it cares about
You think it's
that.
after my sword?
Doesn't everyone seem to be after your sword lately?
I don't know. It's a dead bird creature. Who can fathom what it might think or want?
Fair enough. Either way,
I-
though, I think it might be time to risk it.
Even though you think it might be sitting on top of the courthouse playing with the ornamental scales of justice with its beak, you think that maybe we should be.
Well, I don't think that it would be playing. I don't think that it would just be waiting. I think that it would be thinking. And the more that we can perhaps get away before it finds a way to get us in here, the better it be. We can go out
You
the
think it's
back
going to
door.
come smashing? Oh, the back door? That will confuse the 400-foot bird, I'm sure.
Okay.
I think we've changed roles somehow, haven't we? That's interesting. How has that happened?
Never mind. As I was saying, we stay here. Pour me a glass of the wine.
No, look. The windows. Can we see anything? Any signs of birds?
Take a look. Let's have a perception check.
I get a 3.
Above you, the night sky is dark and still.
How far, Helena says, consulting the map, to the next safe place?
It is 2 blocks to get to the next safe place.
2 blocks.
Yeah.
2 blocks.
To a
That
bookstore.
seems I love a bookstore. I feel like maybe you're right, Ikali. Maybe we should put the wine down and
Drats, I was so close.
yeah, you can have some. I mean,
No. I should stay sharp.
yeah. So,
Like
we're gonna
dagger.
head out. Yeah, like an unpoisoned dagger. We're gonna head out through the back door. We're gonna do a quick. Can we hear it? Can we see it? Can we smell it? Is it literally on us? Decide whether or not to go back in.
Good.
And if there's nothing, we're gonna take 2 blocks quite fast.
Crazy idea.
Oh yes.
For you to hate. Maybe you hate this idea. That's okay.
Hmm.
You poke outside for a second and take a look
Uh-huh.
around.
Yep, happy with that.
So that if you need to come back with quite a lot of acceleration, I am not slowing you down. If you look outside
this
and
plan.
there is no avian death machine, then you come back inside and pick me up like sack of potatoes and carry me.
Right, and if there is an avian death machine, you can open the wine.
Hurrah. I like
Win-win.
this plan.
Yeah, I like a win-win situation. Right, we're gonna have a look outside. And when I say we, I mean I.
Okay. All right. Roll
Okay.
me a perception check.
God, that's a natural 1.
The city around you is still and quiet. If the bird is still around you, you do not see it, but it is not perched on top of the courthouse or any of the nearby buildings.
Okay. Ikali,
Yes,
I
Helena.
don't see any bird.
Well, perfect. Then I think the time has come to make for the bookstore.
Yes, exactly. Make for the bookstore. Let's do that stealthily.
Roll me
Okay.
a stealth check.
That is a 12.
Okay. With a 12, you will begin with a 5. Roll
Okay.
me a d20 for the first block.
I get a 5.
All right, that brings you up to 10. Roll me another d20 for your next block.
I get a 3.
All right. You are at 13 as you arrive at the bookstore, which is still standing. There are a couple of dead bodies amongst some broken pieces of rubble outside of the bookstore, but the bookstore itself still standing. Do you want to take shelter here, or do you want to keep going? It is another 2 blocks until a bar that is a ways to the northeast of here.
Yeah, I think we want to pop into the bookstore.
Okay.
Some fun music. Great. It's not
You
stressful.
pop into the bookstore, and after 10 minutes, no new activity, no new bird sign.
Maybe we shook it off, Ikali.
Let's not count our victories before they hatch. Let's keep going.
I don't like the word hatch for us. It's not nice. Okay, we're gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is us keeping going.
How do you do on the stealth check?
I get... That would be the stealth check. That's a 5.
Okay. Yeah, with a 5, you will begin with a 10.
Okay. These rolls are coming out backwards to how I would wish. 19.
Whew. Okay. Well, you make it through the first block without attracting any undue attention.
Yep. 5.
You make it to the bar. It is still standing. And, yes, it is.
Gotta go in the bar.
Okay. You push open the door, hide behind the counter itself. A few minutes tick by. No additional movement. No new sounds. Let me just do it quick. All right. You are 4 blocks from the Eye of the Storm by my math. 2 blocks away is a tanner's store.
Okay. Great. Ikali, we're getting closer. Not counting any chickens or any hatchings or any feathered things at all.
Good.
Horrible.
Good.
We're gonna go to the tanners. I think we should go to the tanners.
Great.
You ready to have a go at that?
Let's do it.
Brilliant.
Okay. Really silently and really quietly. Slow and steady
Exactly.
wins the race.
Yes. I get a 15
Okay, great.
of stealthiness. Let's see what else.
With that, you are going to start with a 0.
Great. And then an 11.
An 11 for the first block. Very good.
And then a 4.
With that, you make it to the tanner's store and find that it has also been reduced to rubble. Most of that block has.
Okay.
You are 2 blocks away from the Eye of the Storm. Kali goes.
So there's nothing around.
It's kind of
Sorry,
similar to the
Kali.
library. You would need to spend a chunk of time looking for cover.
Mhm.
What do you think?
I don't know, Ikali, what do you think?
Well, I asked first, thus putting myself out of the responsibility of needing to have definitive thought. But I like you, so I'll
Hello.
forgive it.
kind.
Let's go for it.
Last time,
Let's go for
you
it.
think we should go for it?
We should go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go for it. 2 more blocks. 4 again.
All right. You are within spitting distance of the Eye of the Storm.
Okay, Ikali, hang on in there. That is a 14.
Okay. Emma,
Yeah.
roll me a d20, please.
Okay. 12.
At that moment, Calistoga Vance, Harriet, Maisie, and roughly 70 snow leopards show up at the front door of the Eye of the Storm and
Wow.
knock on the door, after which there is the familiar whoosh sound.
Yeah.
And as the door unlocks and you enter it, Maeve kind of looks at you with wide eyes and goes, oh my.
Yeah,
we
I got a bunch.
might have some chairs in the back. Start coming in, why don't you?
Okay, everybody, come on.
Meanwhile,
Come on.
back in Long Branch, there's a sudden gust of wind behind you and a screech. And Ikali goes, well, maybe we should not have pushed our luck. I think the time has come to run once again, please.
Okay, yeah, we'll be running. Why does it always have to be this way?
Athletics check with disadvantage, please.
With disadvantage, of course. Yes, why wouldn't it be with disadvantage? Strong person. Okay, it's gonna be... I get a 12 plus 9 with disadvantage, so yeah.
A 12 plus 9 with disadvantage. Incredible.
Yes.
All right. Cool. You make it away from the first place where the bird's claws come down. You are charging. You turn around. You arrive at the Eye of the Storm. You ring the bell. You bang on the door. Nothing happens.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
my.
in Cloudfall, about 15 of the burly snow leopards have gone through the door. But at the moment...
Come on, everybody. Time is of the essence.
But back in Long Branch, Helena, Ikali's going, why is door not opening? What is happening?
I do not know, in fact. I've never known this happen before. Open. Come on.
Helena, we need to get away from here. If Bird destroys door, we'll be in worse trouble.
Yep. Can you... You're hanging off the back of me. Can you see anything that looks like cover? I'll turn around. I'll see if there's anything that looks like cover.
I see claws. We should move away from the claws. Moving, please,
okay,
now.
Yes, we're moving away from the claws.
All right. I think at this point it is an attack roll.
Oh, wow.
Quite a bad attack roll. Does a 14 hit you, Helena?
No.
You are able to dodge, weave, and roll away from the claws of the big bird.
Okay.
Emma, roll me another d20, please.
Okay. 11.
32 of the snow leopards are now through the door.
Come on, people. Come on. End of the world. Come on. We got a ways to go yet. Okay, come on.
Helena, you have time for action as the bird swoops away from you and starts to turn around for another swing by. What do you want to do?
Okay, we gotta dodge out the way. We gotta get undercover or out of its path or...
At a glance, there is a manhole cover beneath you. You could try to break the lock and enter, but that might take a while. You could run in the opposite direction from Maeve's, which would let you take cover under a nearby set of trees from this local park in the area. Or you could stay closer to Maeve's, but if things go sideways, that might cause damage to the door itself. Those seem to be the three options that immediately present themselves to you. You could also try doing something more different. Like, if you tell me
Fighting
if you
it.
tell me that you want to fight the bird, if you tell me that you want to climb onto the bird as it swoops down with its claws, we can talk about those things.
Oh, I'd love to climb on top of the bird. I just feel I have responsibilities on the ground. Let's try the trees.
Roll me an athletics check.
Okay, that is an 8 plus 9,
All right.
17.
Yep, you're able to make it onto the trees, no problem.
Ikali, do we think this is safe? This doesn't feel
No,
safe
this
at
is not
all.
safe. It is good thinking. This is some cover, but I don't think that... And at that moment, there is a horrible crunching sound as one of the trees is ripped off the ground and thrown towards you. I need a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage, Helena.
Great. I get a 1.
Oh my.
Oh no.
So that'd be pretty bad.
No.
So that would be 16 points of damage as this, not just like the main trunk of the tree, but just a blast of splinters comes out and hits you.
Okay.
And you are knocked down to the ground.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Emma, roll me a d20, please.
Two.
All right, those two of the snow leopards have gotten into an argument about whose turn it was to pass through the door.
Guys, just keep going. Just keep going. Come on.
But tell
Come
Arok
on.
that I was here first. No, you tell Urlok that like he was behind me the whole way.
Absolutely. It was both of your faults. Come on.
Helena, you spring back on your feet. Ikali is now unconscious next to you.
Okay. Are we in any way safe?
No.
No. No. No, we're not. I'm going to pick Ikali up, same style as before, and run back to that door and try it again.
Okay, cool. Emma, roll me another d20, please.
18.
All right. Quite a bit of the crew moves forward.
Great. You guys are great. Come on. Keep it going.
Helena, you reach the door. You are knocking on it.
I'm running on the bell.
Both of you
I'm running
roll
on
me a
the door.
d20, please.
17.
Emma,
Oh, me?
both of you, yes.
2.
You get no answer from the door. Still, Helena.
No.
The
Why? Why?
bird's claws are coming down towards you. I do think that a 24 will hit.
24 will hit. I'm fronting onto the bird though, right? Ikali is behind me.
Okay, sure. I think then that means that you will take the full brunt of these. 18 points of damage. Of slashing
Okay.
damage.
Okay. Ow.
And I need a strength check, please.
You
I
do?
do.
19.
Oh, you are able to kind of, by sheer force of will, as you take the damage, keep the bird's talons from closing around you and knock it back.
Great. Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Okay.
I'm gonna be kicking the door with my back foot at this point.
Emma, d20, please.
Okay. 11.
All right. Please shut the door behind you.
Yes. Yes. Come on.
And a moment later, there is a very violent ringing sound, almost like a gong. As Maeve goes,
Maeve.
"Oh, that's curious. Here, Cal, can you hit the glowing blue switch right next to the door?"
This one.
the door opens, revealing the Eye of the Storm, filled with 70 burly mountain climbers, as well as Harriet, Maeve, Volt, Grima, and standing right at the door, looking bemused, Kal.
Okay. Let us in. You gotta help us. You gotta help us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Ikali down.
Okay, yeah, let's close the door.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, roll me a dexterity saving throw here, Beth.
Okay. I get a 6.
Okay. You jump in, put Ikali down, close the door, but you see sharp claws coming right at you at the end of talons as you close the door. And a moment later, you feel this violent impact on the door that actually knocks you back, causing you to take another 6 points of damage as you fall. And there is this sound of like various whooshing noises, and then a cracking, snapping sound. And Maeve will go, "Oh, that's not good. Here, sorry, excuse me. Let me get my. Sorry. That who needs a bicep that big? Pardon me." And as she gets to the door, she'll go, "Sorry, Helena. If I can just move."
Of course.
And she will replicate this hand signal, hit the same switch that you hit, Kal, and then she'll go, "I promise I'm gonna close this right away if this works." And she will try the door's handle and yank on it, but the door doesn't move. She goes, "Okay, well, so much for the long branch, I suppose. That's
What?
one less
What?
door for us."
But apart
What?
from anything else, I have to go back out there.
Grima will sort of go, "Can we maybe talk about this after she is not
Yep. Let's.
dying?"
Yep. Come on. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hang on. In short order, you kind of get Ikali stabilized, bandaged up. Harriet will wait until there's an appropriate break in the action to come forward and like give you a big hug and kiss you on the cheek and go, "How bloody dare you ever do that? How I'm so angry at you. I'm so happy that you're okay. Mwah. You're amazing, okay? I'm so glad you
Yeah,
made it
you
back."
too. I'm so glad you're okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Ikali?
"She'll be unconscious for a little while longer," says Maeve. I think
Okay.
she's out of the woods, death-wise, but she took a beating.
Yeah.
To be out of the woods death-wise.
I mean, she's been incredible.
Feels inappropriate to break into this, but "Hi," says Maisie. "It's good to see you again, Helena."
Hey, Maisie, how you doing? Thanks for coming.
For sure. She'll kind of, like, grasp your arm, kind of like shake it slightly. And Maeve, as she kind of, washes her hands in a nearby basin, goes, "Right, okay. What do you mean about needing to go back out there? Besides the giant deathbird, what did we leave behind?"
We came across a wounded halfling. Erla, I promised I'd go back.
Okay. Oh, I just realized, by the way, that, like, Grima, we did not sort of do kind of a report in of this because of where the action happened.
Yes.
Grima would have been back by the time that you arrived, Kal, with these snow
Okay.
leopards. He would have reported that Tarek and a couple folks are down to help, but they're going to need a bit of time to muster people. A lot of them had been away from town on hunts and the like. But that he will report back
Got
in
it.
the next day as soon as he can about what manpower he can acquire.
Love that,
Yeah.
Tarok. Really have done a 180 on that guy. So great, because good news, we've got 3 of these things to fight, and one of them, the one that we thought we were going to do first, we can't get to, it seems like. So
Maybe we'll go. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, you can. You can get to it from the next nearest branch of the Eye of the Storm. That would be. Let
Where
me
is that?
take a look at the map. If we are talking about Long Branch, the nearest one would be in the town of Salem. That's half a day's march from Long Branch.
Okay.
It's not ideal, but could
Half a day's
be-
march in the wide open field with the height disadvantage and the death from above of it all.
Well, yes, but we do want to draw the thing to us, don't we?
Well,
So
that's
hang
a
on,
fair
guys.
point.
Just catch me up here. Like, this creature, you're not planning merely to, I don't know, distract it. You actually want to kill it, which of course we do want to do. You think that's feasible? We're
I
planning
don't
to kill
know.
it.
But
You don't know.
Maeve thinks that if we hit the glowing rune marks, that will weaken it. And
Right, so the
so-
plan is
Hmm.
catch it in a rope net or something that we're going to get up high somehow.
Well, I'm gonna lure it down with a major image.
Right, and then fire the ropes, and then somebody with magic powers is going to disrupt the magic markers.
Well, I don't think it has to be just magic powers. I think anybody can, fire off a shot at one of those things.
Is that right, mate?
But-
Maeve will go, honestly, I didn't want to say this until you got back, Helena, but I honestly think that you probably have the best chance of disrupting the magic markers on that thing.
It doesn't need to be magic. It just needs to be brute force.
No, it definitely does need to be magic, but you're the only one of us
But
that
you have a
has
magic sword.
sword given to you by the very gods themselves.
Fine,
Jolly
so we
good
just
job on
need to get
getting that
me...
back, by the way.
Thank you. I don't really remember how that happened, but I probably will once I've had some sleep.
Right.
Good to see you, by the way.
Yes,
Right.
good to be seen.
So I need to get up on top of the bird, which we're going to bring down, lure down, trap.
Mhm.
Okay, great. Simple. So it's just us getting there and we have to get across.
I'm glad you think so, darling. I honestly still have quite a few questions about the logistics of it all.
Oh, no, that's fair. I just want to make sure
No,
we're
no,
all
no.
on the same page.
Can anyone else do magic here?
What, other than you, Cal?
Crickets.
Yeah.
I mean, Maeve can do
yeah,
magic, but you're a
Maeve-
little housebound, right?
Yeah.
I mean, to continue with today's theme of shade, Harriet will go, I'm a somewhat accomplished study of the arcane arts, but I've been told that I can not participate in these matters and that I should be safely ensconced away. That seems to be the official policy around these parts.
Well,
I seem to remember losing that argument.
Oh, good. I'm glad that we're on the same page then. Then,
I would like you to be safe if possible.
well, that, if possible, is quite a, snake in the grass.
it's a very
isn't it?
relative safety at the moment.
Consider my compliment at your disposal, Miss Vance. It is more meager than your own,
Thank
but
you.
consider it entirely at your call.
Thank you. Yeah, I think, and I think Volt, by his very nature, is a magical being. So his lightning might make a difference.
Sure.
But yes, I think mostly we want to draw it down, trap it, attack it, primarily with Helena. But those of us who can do magic will do whatever we can to assist in that endeavor.
Okay.
At this point,
think that's the plan.
Lauren will step forward and kind of go, right, there's a couple more steps to the whole roping of it all. But basically, you get it down. As soon as it's down, you have people positioned in this sort of formation. And she will kind of like draw it out on a piece of paper. 4 of them at the top at least, 4 at the bottom, and I'm thinking at least 8 on each side. Throw ropes
That's-
across it, launch it in a Zerlin pattern. The other person on the other side grabs it. This is where the extra muscle can come in from the north. Then you pull it down, you pull it into the ground, you staple it there, you create leverage points so that even as it pulls upwards, it can't move. Now, if you can give us a few moments of it being magically distracted, hypnotized, anything that might keep it immobile, that will go even better. But I think that we have a
We'll certainly
fighting
try.
chance of keeping this thing on the ground.
Hypnotizing it, that sounds fun. That sounds very sensible. I love all that. Great. Okay,
Yeah.
so,
All we have to do is do all that perfectly.
when we get there,
Yeah.
which we need to do by getting across country, where we won't have a height advantage, but we can maybe figure that out. Maybe we can...
Yeah.
Maisie will
I
go.
mean,
It looks like there's a couple of woods, some valleys in this area. We might still be able
Mhm.
to. Might take us a little bit longer than the half a day of march, but like, we can
I mean,
sort of take the pretty way around and sneak up on Long Branch as much as we can. By the time that we're outside, it'll hopefully be in a place where we can lure it to where we want it to be, where the trap has been set.
Great.
yeah. And I think, it seems to be focusing on Long Branch, so hopefully it won't be looking for us approaching necessarily.
Maeve will sort of go, a good point in theory, um, but just to complicate matters, and she will raise one of the crystal balls that she's been looking at, which now only shows basically static.
Mhm.
I've lost visual on the creatures.
All of them.
All three of them, yes.
Okay.
So
Oh.
so Long Branch seems like a good place to start, and if it is still there, we should be able to see it, or you should be able to see it from a distance.
Okay. Well, I think, yeah, this is as good a plan as any to
Great.
start.
All right.
Okay. I'm sorry about your door, Maeve. I was knocking on it. It wasn't opening. I don't know.
It was probably linked to one of the other,
Yeah.
to one of the other branches.
It took us a while to get all these
It's
people
very
in
rare,
here.
but it happens.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry to bring you folks all the way out here, but I suppose I'll take you all back to Cloudfall, where you can spend the night, and in the morning you can set out from Salem, unless you want to set out right now. Everyone's
Well-
like in a tennis match, everyone's heads turns towards you, Cal.
Well, since when did I become the decision maker?
Since I got...
Grima will shrug and
Stolen
go,
by a
you're kind of
bird.
masterminding this
Yeah,
whole plan
that's-
right
that's-
now.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I think that's as good a plan as any if Tarok's going to be checking in tomorrow anyway. Then I think we might as well wait till we have our full strength. Everybody rest up a little bit tonight, prepare, and tomorrow we go.
Cool, says Maisie. I think that then calls for some end of the world beer at the local tavern, and everyone,
Absolutely.
short while later, the door is rejoined to Cloudfall.
Great.
Most of the snow leopards file out. Maisie will sort of go, we'll be at, let me look at where we could have done. She'll say, we'll be at the Glowing Rocks for probably the next couple of hours if you guys want to come by for a drink. If not, we'll see you at 7th Bell tomorrow morning, all right?
All right.
Sounds good.
Grima will kind of go, I'm going to stay with Ikali a little while longer. I want, when she wakes up, I want this ugly mug to be the first thing that she sees. Properly tell her off.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Harriet will go, and then there were 3. I could use a drink, but what do you want to do, darling?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Yeah. Might as
Grima,
well
you
enjoy
okay?
Maeve will go, Cal, if I could steal your brain power for one more moment before you go on, I'm sure you can catch up to the rest of them.
it. Okay. I'll see you guys there.
Okay.
Harriet will go, sorry, Helena, what were you saying?
No, unless we can help Grima with Ikali at all.
I think you've already helped by keeping her alive, darling.
Okay. Okay.
Once you're alone, Maeve goes, so I have a thing that might be helpful, but it is possibly a bit of a delicate matter. In looking through my inventory today, I found this, and she will produce a page that looks like it was torn out of some alchemy book. And at a glance, you see that it is a recipe of some sort for something called Urdan's Elixir of Advancement.
Do I know what this is?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Okay. Not good. I don't think she knows it. Yeah, 7.
Nope, no idea what this is.
No idea. What is this, Maeve?
Urdan, funny sort of a wizard, came up with various powerful transfigurations, various powerful elixirs. This was one of his more eccentric ones. If you drank this, your age would advance quite rapidly into a further category. It's a way of getting older faster. It is quite irreversible and quite permanent, but if you wanted an early retirement, for example, this would be a way to get it. So I've already looked, and I have everything that I need to make this, if it is the sort of thing that you think would be helpful. But I understand that it is a very big decision to make.
Who would drink it?
Maeve looks at you like, come on. And then her eyes look away from you, look down towards the only other conscious creature besides Grima that remains in this room, your dragon.
Oh.
He'd get bigger.
Oh.
He'd get stronger. Probably big enough for you to ride. Or Helena to ride if he'll allow it. Proper Dragon Knight territory. But I have to stress, he wouldn't get those years back. He wouldn't be temporarily bigger. You would be taking that away from him.
Well, I don't feel quite right doing that. I think, as you said, our best bet in any case is if you made the potion, would it stay good for a while? Or
Yes.
Okay. Maybe it could be a sort of last resort.
I'll brew it sometime overnight, and we'll have it ready if you decide that the time comes. And if that moment doesn't come, I completely respect it, but I just want it to be available in case you need it.
Well, thank you. It's a clever thought. But I don't know. There's only 3 of these guys in the world. I don't want to mess with it too much.
It's a lot to ask. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And Kal will pet Volt.
Hey, don't get me wrong. I've grown very fond of the little bugger.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, you're a good boy, Volt.
Go. Have a drink. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
And I think that is where we're going to leave it for today.
I think that
It feels like a
makes
natural
sense.
jumping off point.
Yep. Oh.
Next week
Or
next time, the death of a Titan? Question mark? Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. Maybe.
If all goes, as you were saying, Emma, perfectly.
Yeah. If every single thing goes right, then yeah.
But well done, both of you. Way to unsplit the party.
Thank you.
Thank you for your restraint.
Yep. Appreciate that. It got a little dicey.
We nearly died. I cannot tell you how much we nearly died again.
I know. But yeah. I'm feeling good about this. I think we're good. I think we're gonna do it.
I think Kal has come up with a solid plan.
Yes.
That's a good plan.
Whew. Couldn't have done it without everyone's help. Okay. Well, speaking of people's
Yeah, speaking of
help,
everyone's help.
thank you to all of our patrons. We couldn't do this without you, and especially to Rena, who is at our highest level. So thank you, everyone, and thank you, Rena.
Especially, yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, Rena.
Thank you to everyone who has followed or subscribed to us here on Twitch and everyone who has subscribed on YouTube. Again, we're trying to get to that 1,000 follower mark on YouTube so that we, not they, can profit. I mean, they'll still profit.
Yes.
But, yeah.
But so that we can share in some of the revenue that people make from this show.
Yeah.
But yes, but please do that. If you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please do it. It just takes a click and it would make a very big difference. But thank you all. Things are hotting up over here, and we are headed towards, I think, like a big crux point on this journey. So we're gonna see how it all goes.
A big burly brawl.
Oh yeah. But for the time being, this has been 20 to Midnight. I am Gabriel Urbina. I dungeon master and adventure design this shebang. It is performed by Helena Hailstorm, it is performed by Beth Eyre as Helena Hailstorm, Emma Sherr-Ziarko as Vance, and Mike Schubert as Satus and Kurtum, our performer in absentia. It has wonderful original music by Alan Rohde and terrific original art by Mikaela Buckley, with sound effects sourced from soundsnap.com. And we are going to be back very soon for a big decisive moment, and we're going to see what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a good rest of your days. Have a good rest of your weeks, and we'll be back soon.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.